Hey guys, Jonah here, back with the beer review, back with COVID throat, shall we say. And it's St. Patrick's Day, so poke my home to all of you. And weirdly, before I left the house earlier on, my other half said, "Do you think everyone hates you because you swear too much?" I was like flabbergasted, to say the least. Anyway, uh, I'm going to do another one from the Beer Cities UK. Um, and if you're new to the channel, please don't hate me. I know enough people really despise me and hate me because they don't click like to the video. So if you want to show your appreciation and prevent my suicide, which is fast coming up because everyone hates me, show the love by clicking like. Don't know what that says about me. It says I'm very insecure, dear viewer. So please click like. Why not subscribe to the channel? I've done well over 1,000 videos. So you must like it if you're watching this. If not, why don't you fuck off? That's what my girlfriend was saying. Don't swear at people. I don't really care. Here we go. Hop Lobster. Hazy Pale by the Legends at Brew York. It's a hazy pale of 5%. Oops. And there's a handsome lobster there. Don't know how I feel about lobster. I do eat lobster every now and again, but it is a bit of a hassle, and they are bottom feeders. So I don't know why bottom feeders seem to command so much cost in today's society. But I guess that's the way it is with these woke people. People like eating out of bottoms, don't they? Apparently, it's the way to go, especially if you're with the BBC or something like that. Now, the thing I really do like about Brew York is they do a sensory diagram, a spider diagram, if you like. I think that's absolutely fantastic. This is a partnership, it says, with Beer 52. But what I want to know is the hops. There we go. It says it pays homage to the B52s with their rock lobster thing. But the hop lobster is all about the hops. We've got Centennial, Citra, we've got Idaho 7, Laurel, we've got some Sabro, and we've got some Talus. Absolutely crazy. Not 100% sure what we've got malt wise. We shall see if it's cloudy or not. But Brew York usually do a good job. So Chamon to Brew York. Let us see. Oh, the other thing, dear viewer, is a new kind of brewery, Fermentosaurus, the Fermentorium, or something like that. Fermentorium? Yeah. They open today. And lots of people were invited, apparently, but not me. It was a private party. So basically, private parties and me don't mix. They're very excludatory. That makes sense. So if you want me to come into your establishment, invite me. Otherwise, go fuck yourself. Oh, sorry. I'm being honest once again. We shouldn't be honest in this day and age. We should lie to everyone and say you're everything that you can possibly imagine is true. Which, of course, as we do know, it is not. Um, everyone lies. Do not believe anything anyone tells you unless you witness it yourself. That is how I live my life. I do not believe anybody. Let's see. Rock lobster, hop lobster, even. Chamon. There's a good. I'm a bit distracted because there's a good two fingers head up here, and it is fluffy, fluffy clouds of doom. We shall see what we get. I don't know if you saw when I did the pour, but it was pouring reasonably clear, and then it had a depth charge. It had the last inch of the can dumped a load of chopped charge in there. Could be hops, could be yeast, could be some sort of malts, but I think perhaps it was, yeah, it's either going to be yeast or hops, isn't it, dear viewer? We're getting, though, really kind of citrusy stroke grapefruit stroke juicy fruit, that kind of thing. And we've got Centennial in there, my absolute favorite hop of all time. Like I say, you'll have heard me say that before if you are a stalwart of the channel. If you're new to the channel, please click like, please click subscribe and all that kind of jazz, because I drink beer for your entertainment. And yes, this is not my first rodeo, not even tonight. I've had, how many beers have I had? 6, 7 beers, something like that so far. So I'm not totally languid, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And it is St. Patrick's Day. I was drinking earlier on, drinking Guinness, splitting the G, putting my tongue on the G string, and yeah, drinking the Guinness to my long departed friend, my best bud from school, Jim Durham. Cheers, for he comes from Irish stock, you know. It's his birthday next week, and I'm going to get really drunk for that. But yeah, drinking drinking Guinness and thinking about the good old days. It's cool, and hopefully I'll be joining him in the bar in the sky very soon. Because living down here is no fun anymore, I don't think. Apart from alcohol, there's nothing really to be cheerful about. World War III apparently is on the horizon yet again. And I remember that from when I was a lad in the 70s and 80s. And it's a scary thought. But sometimes, and I would argue most of the time, you need to stand up to the bullies and punch them in the face. That's Unclejona's pearl of wisdom for today. Don't let them fuck with you. There's a bully there. Punch him in the balls. Cheers and beers. Oh, wow. My God, there's so much going on in this pale ale. And it is a pale ale for once, for a change. They have not called it an IPA. It's a hazy pale ale. I don't know if you can read that. It's not focusing for some unknown reason. Probably me, dear viewer. But, oh, there's loads of good flavours. There's the grapefruit, the tropicalness, some stone fruit in there. There's a bit of greenery. There's that kind of verdant thing going on too. And yes, there is what I always describe as the bubblegum kind of thing that I always seem to get from Centennial hops. And yeah, my pal brings back memories talking about my pal, and I'll probably get emotional and start crying later on, but I won't on camera. His favourite hop was Cascade, I think, and mine was Centennial. And I was talking to my other half about how Centennial is cool and it's a descendant of Cascade hops and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, she came up top trumps because when Jim, I think probably the last time I actually saw him alive, we were talking about beers. His absolute favourite beer was Vocation, Life and Death. How ironic. More of that next week. because I will be drinking some of those beers. And yeah, he was talking about Cascade being in it, and yeah, my other half went, "Oh, Centennial, that's super Cascade, isn't it?" And his jaw dropped. He was so impressed because she knew that Centennial and Cascade were related, which is fantastic. So yeah, this beer is cool. It's got Centennial. Oh my God. I mean, I would say most other breweries would call this some variant of an IPA, but I'm so glad that Brew York has not done that and named it for what it is. It's a pale ale, and that is absolutely correct, following all the guidelines and the judging rules. Um, as probably you well know, I'm a camera judge. I'm a camera trainer these days as well. Um, and I'm the head of the tasting panel in the county of Kent. Yes, that's Kent, not something else. You heard me right the first time. Um, but this beer is all about the hops. It's not superbly bitter. It's got quite a nice level of sweetness there too. But the interaction, the thiols, if you like, between the yeast and the amazing amount of hops in here. This is a really, really good beer. I'm liking it. Oh, and it tastes really fresh, um, which is fantastic. We do have a bit of that kind of verdant green kind of thing going on. Um, I tell you what, I'm also getting that kind of melon thing, and I usually associate that with Talus, which I think is in here. Yes, the Sabro and Talus in there, and I'm definitely getting that kind of mellowness in there. That kind of melon, um, that juicy kind of thing. It's, I guess, more like a honeydew melon than a watermelon. Um, oh, I was just thinking about melons there, as you do if you're a guy. But yeah, this is a really nice beer. If you have got this in your Beer 52 box, or you're lucky enough to try this elsewhere, Hop Lobster Hazy Pale at 5%. This is a really, really, really nice, juicy type beer in the modern style. And it's a hazy, it is not an IPA. And that's fantastic for me. Anyway, guys, I'm going to enjoy drinking this. I'm going to do something slightly different, but join me real soon for another beer review. And until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other.